Here we are, a video all about creating a website when you are an artist. You've either found this video because you're one of my friends, family members, collectors of my artwork. Hello! Or you are a fellow artist who is on the internet doing some research, thinking you would like to build yourself a website or retool your website. And likewise, hello and welcome. This is my channel, In the Making. In the Making is all about being an artist, a creative person, and this is your life in the making. Well, actually, it's my life, but you know, we're in this together. About a year ago, I went to my partner, who just happens to be a web designer, and I said, I would love to make a website. I need a website. And he said, agreed. Do your research. So I went out and I did some research, and I got looking on the internet at some artists that I admired. And I zeroed in on two different ladies. I loved their websites. They were fun, playful, feminine. And I said, that's what I want. I want little animations and lots of cutesy stuff. So he got to work building it, and then I realized that wasn't really what I want. So we put a full stop to it for about a year. And I sat back and thought about it. And I remembered my time working at the art gallery. Our emphasis then was on creating a website that was dead simple and just helpful to the client. And I got to thinking about my own experience interacting with anything on the web. I am the sort of person who has hard time sorting out symbols and text and color blocks. Basically, I have dyslexia, and the whole thing is sort of swimming mess of insanity. It takes a lot of effort for me to be able to parse it all apart. And I decided to use that as a bit of inspiration for the website. So the website is quite clean, with the intent that it would not be visually overwhelming. In addition, though it doesn't yet have it, there will be a lot of videos on there, because I would like for the content in the website to be very client focused and answering a lot of the common questions and concerns that clients have shared with me about hiring an artist over the years. Right now, it's just a little bit of text basically saying, you know, here I am, love to help. There's a video coming soon. Most pages, you'll see something like that. The intent is I will be making videos addressing specific areas to do with client concerns. Well, let's take a look at that website. All right, here we are on the home page. And, well, the two functions of this website are to sell my ready-made arts, crafts, print-on-demand items when I get them, and also to initiate consultations with potential portrait commissions. Under the About, I have a blog and contact. Then there's the art and craft shop. We'll just pop over there quickly. It's a really basic shop. Familiar to all of us, easy to use. We'll click on this item. There's the title, price, description. You can zoom in, really get a good look at the painting. I like that. There's a few different images, and then a larger description down below. And hopping over to the portrait gallery, this would be kind of my portfolio for anybody interested in a commission. These are some of my favorite commissions. Down here, right now there's a little bit of a blurb. In the future, there will be a video discussing the history of portrait painting and also explaining some of the reasons why somebody may prefer a painted portrait as opposed to, you know, just your typical snapshot as a keepsake. Then there's the Hire Me section, which will be laden with videos explaining all of this information. Right now, it is pretty simple. How does the commission process work? That is what one of the videos will be addressing. And hiring an artist shouldn't be a mystery. What prompted me to make this section and answer these questions in this particular way I really just want to focus on some of the most popular questions, frequently asked questions that I get from clients about the portrait commission process. One of the first questions, almost always, right out of the gate is how much? And fair enough, but it is a surprisingly hard question to answer because it's dependent on so many different factors. So I'll get into questions like that, as well as issues around obtaining the very best possible reference material to work from. Not just any old snapshot will do, but in the case that the loved one is deceased, of course, you got to make do with what you have. So we'll discuss that as well in a separate video. For now, I basically kindly invite people to reach out and begin the conversation with me. Now, scrolling back up to the top, really the only other thing I have to show you perhaps is under checkout, I got shipping information. Now, if you go on the internet, you can certainly find templates for shipping FAQ. I didn't really find any of them pertinent to me because I've never done this before. I'm not really sure that I should overcomplicate it. So in short, I've just said, hey, I have shipped throughout Canada and a little bit overseas, but nothing formal. I've never had a shop online before. All of my prices include shipping inside of Canada. We'll go Canada Post. If you're shipping outside of Canada, just inquire and we can discuss the details. I can get a quote for you and see if you'd like to proceed from there. And if you're purchasing within the store, I can ship out usually within a day or two, weekends being the exception. Lastly, if you're requesting a commission, reach out to me and have one of those free consultations. So that's it. That's the website. Pretty simple, hopefully very user-friendly, because like I say, I don't deal well with a lot of clutter and confusion on a website, and I don't think I want to make anybody jump through too many hoops. I hope it's very easy to navigate and pleasant for anybody who's visiting. If you don't happen to have a partner who's a web designer, I'd have to say maybe don't use WordPress and WooCommerce. Or if you're adventurous and you're kind of tech savvy, maybe you want to. There were many points on the journey of creating this website where I came to Jonah and I asked him for help, because I had no idea why things weren't working. And honest to goodness, it took a lot of work for him to sort it out. Partly because he hadn't dealt with the e-commerce end of things in a while and it's kind of its own beast. But also because there are going to be plugins and stuff that malfunction. Having not done the strict comparison between something like, say, Shopify and WordPress, I can't say for sure, but my feeling at this point is Shopify is going to cost you quite a bit if you don't know how many sales you're going to be making a month. The monthly fees are steep. But if you want an e-commerce store, it might be worth it just going through Shopify, because the last thing you want is to build an e-commerce store that just doesn't work and frustrates you and your clients. Over the last year, I've been making artwork and just tucking it aside with the intent that I would put it on this website for sale come around Christmas time, which is on our heels now. And I have an odd mix of things in there. I was doing etchings for a Patreon club for about 8 months. So there are some etchings on the website now. As well, randomly, I wanted to make festive garlands because why not? And that's what I love about art and my art website is I can make it whatever I want it to be. I'm a creative person with a lot of ideas, and I think, heck, if something's giving me joy, chances are some of you might also get joy from it. Along with the festive garlands, I made one table runner. I sewed it by hand stitched it, and then I cut a stencil and hand painted it. It's very pretty. I made one for my mother about 2 years ago, and it looks so pretty on her table. I was actually happy with that one, and I thought I'd like to make some more. So I made one more. As well, there are 2 paintings on there, oil paintings, and I'm very pleased with them also. good memories, especially in the one, there's a portrait of my daughter standing in the Red Deer River. That was a beautiful day. And that's what you can expect from me going forward. I will make whatever the heck I feel like and whatever you want, mostly within reason. But I'm taking on commissions as well. I have a few going on right now, a portrait of a mother's son and a painting of a fox for a nursery, which I'm really enjoying making. Thank you for joining me. Go make something beautiful.